ఓం సహనావవతు సహనౌ భునక్తు సహ వీర్యం కరవావహై తేజస్వినావధీతమస్తు మా విద్విషావహై. ఓం శాంతి శాంతి శాంతి. ఓం వ్యాసాయ విష్ణురూపాయ వ్యాసరూపాయ విష్ణవే నమో వై బ్రహ్మనిధయే వాసిష్ఠాయ నమో నమః. ఓం నమస్తారాయ నమః శంభవే చ మయో భవే చ నమః శంకరాయ చ మయస్కరాయ చ నమః శివాయ చ శివతరాయ చ. ఓం శ్రీరామ రామ రామేతి రమే రామే మనోరమే సహస్రనామ తత్తుల్యం రామనామ వరాననే. ఓం నమో బ్రహ్మాదిభ్యో బ్రహ్మ విద్యా సంప్రదాయ కర్తృభ్యో వంశ ఋషిభ్యో మహద్భ్యో నమో గురుభ్యః. ఓం పరబ్రహ్మణే నమః శృతిమాత్రే నమః. సమస్త బ్రహ్మ విద్య భక్తి విద్య యోగ విద్య ధర్మ విద్య ఆచార్యేభ్యో ఋషిభ్యో మునిభ్యో గురుభ్యో దేవతాభ్యో నమః. అస్మద్గురుభ్యో నమః. ఓం శ్రీ సీతారామాభ్యాం నమః. ఓం శ్రీ ఉమామహేశ్వరాభ్యాం నమః. ఓం శ్రీ వశిష్ఠ విశ్వామిత్రాభ్యాం నమః. ఓం శ్రీ వాల్మీకి తులసిదాసాభ్యాం నమః. ఓం శ్రీ వేదవ్యాస మహర్షయే నమః. సమస్త శ్రీమద్ రామాయణ చరిత్రస్య ఆచార్యేభ్యో నమో నమః. తేషామనుగ్రహద్వారేణ రామాయణాది ఉపనిషదాది శాస్త్రోక్త పరబ్రహ్మణః బ్రహ్మణః అస్మిన్ క్షణే ఏవ అనుభవ ప్రాప్త్యర్థం సనాతన ధర్మస్య వైదిక సంస్కృతేః పునరుత్థాన జాగరణ విశ్వవ్యాప్త్యర్థం చ విశ్వశాంతి విశ్వకళ్యాణ విశ్వ ఏకతా ప్రాప్త్యర్థం చ సమస్త జీవానాం ఆయురారోగ్య క్షేమస్థైర్యాది ప్రాప్త్యర్థం చ విశేషతః సనాతన ధర్మస్య సమస్త భక్తానాం సేవకానాం ధర్మస్థాపకానాం చ విఘ్న నివారణ శక్తి ప్రాప్తి సామర్థ్య ప్రాప్తి ద్వారా విజయ ప్రాప్త్యర్థం చ శ్రీ బ్రహ్మాండ పురాణ అంతర్గత శ్రీమద్ అధ్యాత్మ రామాయణస్య పారాయణం అధ్యయనం జగరిష్యామహే. విశేషతః అద్యతన దివసే శ్రీరామ భరతయోః సమాగమః. ఆదౌ శ్రీరామనామ సంకీర్తనం. ఓం శ్రీరామ్ జయ రామ్ జయ జయ రామ్ 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 జయ జయ రామ్ జయ జయ రామ్. ఓం వైదేహీ సహితం సురద్రుమతలే హైమే మహామండపే మధ్యే పుష్పకమాసనే మణిమయే వీరాసనే సుస్థితం అగ్రే వాసయతి ప్రభంజనసుతే తత్వం మునిభ్యః పరం వ్యాఖ్యాంతం భరతాదిభిః పరివృతం రామం భజే శ్యామలం. నమోస్తు రామాయ సలక్ష్మణాయ దేవ్యై చ తస్యై జనకాత్మజాయై నమోస్తు రుద్రేంద్రయమానిలేభ్యః నమోస్తు చంద్రార్కమరుద్గణేభ్యः చరితం రఘునాథస్య శతకోటిప్రవిస్తరం ఏకైకమక్షరం పుంసాం మహాపాతకనాశనం. ఓం శాంతి శాంతి శాంతి. In the heart, salute to Parabrahma Tattva. Salutations to the Shruti Mata and Ramayana Shastram. Salutation to all the Brahma Vidya, Yoga Vidya, Bhakti Vidya, Dharma Vidya, Acharyas, Rishis, Munis and Gurus. Special pranams to the Sita Rama Jodi. Special pranams to the Uma Maheshwara Jodi, Mahadeva and Mahamata. Then salutations to Vyasa Bhagavan who gave this to us in this Purana Rupa. And salutations to all the Ramayana Acharyas. wholeheartedly, and our own personal Guru Parampara and the Guru. Having said so, today is a beautiful day of the Margashira Masa, the first day, Margadi, where the entire Bhakta Koti are soaked in devotion to Lord Krishna. For us also fortunate, from morning onwards, in all our earlier 5 classes, we have seen the great things, and today this is the last 6th class in the evening. Early morning in our Taittiriya Upanishad, Dvitiya Brahmaanandavalli Prathamanuvaka, we have seen so beautifully the Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma explained to us by Bhagavan Adishankar. It itself was a great treat. Then we saw our Patanjali Yoga Darshanam, that third and fourth sutras, Tada Drashtuhu Swarupe Avasthanam, and then Vritti Sarupyam. Tomorrow we will see which are the vrittis to be controlled, what is the meaning of klishta and aklishta, and then after all these panchavrittis are told, actual sadhanas will begin. Then in Vishnu Sahasranama was the miracle today, great anugraha, that the last nama, Sarva Praharanayudha, Om and Namaha, that also concluded. From 272 days, we were studying it, 9 months, 2 days. डिलीवरी हो गया 9 months के बाद डिलीवर होता है then 5 more days we study the falashruti of it. That also great treat and joy. I don't know how many are listening and all, but I as speaker as reveling and enjoying. Thank God for giving this blessing in this life. Studying Shastra, contemplating on that, not so contemplation, a little mananam of that, and able to speak out. That was the beautiful class number 3, our Sahasanama we had. In the class 4, we to the children Gita, we talked in extension today with all details the Chaturvarnya Vyavastha, the Ashtama Vyavastha and Varna Vyavastha, and especially the Chaturvarna, how they are very relevant at every period of history. And though they are not named like that, but they are very much there in every part of the world, every nation, and they have to be required there. All that I gave them. Tomorrow, little more touch I do, taking the help of 18th chapter and what are the Brahmana, Kshetriya, Vaishya, Shudra, dharmas as told by Bhagavan. Today in that Gita class for the youth, the attraction highlight was we explained to them, you yourself are every day in your own 4 varnas. When you are very sattvic in your mind, you are Brahmana. So study the Shastras or your subjects that time. When you yourself are aggressive, you yourself are the Kshatriya, then do the commanding of the people or world to serve them. When yourself are selfish, like a Vaishya or the trader, don't be too selfish. Be in a business of lane and then. And you are extremely lazy like a Shudra, that time be serving your own parents and all, so that you come out of the Tamoguna. We explained all this to them. Very good talk. Today's talk is super. Every day, Gita is going on so wonderfully for youth, and for you all, it will start after some 1 year or so with Adi Shankara Bhashyam and Madhusudana Saraswati's Gudhartha Deepika. We'll see. Then in the class 5, just now we concluded 5 minutes back, Srimad Bhagavata Mahapurana, the 450-60 days prayas of ours, where we were studying Lord Krishna's teachings to Uddhava. We have done a good study of that, and today we concluded that teachings also. So tomorrow onwards, now the story continues where all the Yadavas will be eliminated. Krishna also leaves this world and goes. Then slowly Parikshitji also takes permission and goes. Then Sutaji also to Shaunakadi Muni slowly takes through the variety of Srishtis and Pralayas and Markandeya Charitra to the conclusion in the 12th Skandha. Then we'll have from a week or so the Skanda Purana Antargata Bhagavata Mahatmyam. In this way, our Bhagavata will be there for at least 1 or 2 months. But today we had Sri Krishna's teachings concluded to Uddhava. And that teachings of Krishna to Uddhava is 11th Skandham. That is called a Mukti Skandham. And that is the Bhagavata Rupi Krishna ka Mastishka. And 3 days back we started the Bhagavata Rupi Krishna's Hridayam. That is the Dashama Skandha for Parayanam also. Today we saw the Putana gone, and in our class, what is the lesson we have to learn from that Putana moksha, how we have to implement in our life. Both the stories today. In Bhagavata, while telling the Putana story, we said, given to her gave Bhagavan moksha, he gave what he might have given to, must have given to the Yashoda Adi. Then while telling so, we said that you need not be born as Yashoda in the Dwapara to give the milk anything to Krishna or Naivedyam. Here and now also you can invoke that Vatsalyam inside and then offer to the Krishna. Your offering is important, whether it takes or not, whether that time or this time. So that way, the prema of all the gopikas or all the Yashoda Mata, you can also enjoy. We spoke that way. Same we did with Bhagavatam also. Toward the end, you need not go to Badri. In your own house, you can make a Badrinath. So it is we who have to inside feel for and do it wherever we are. Then the sadhana happens when you do wherever we are. उपायाः देशकालाद्य सन्ति अस्मिन् साकारिणः बट अधिकारिणमाशास्ते फलसिद्धिर्विशेषतः. दिस ऑल विवेक चूड़ामणि श्लोक. देशकालार उपायः definitely they help, but they help if you are already having the adhikara for sadhana. The adhikara there in Vivek Chudamani was sadhana chatushtaya sampada and all, and for you and me the adhikara is same thing, and inside the desire both to offer to the Lord and to achieve the Lord. Offering to the Lord is Bhakti Margam, achieving the Lord is the Jnana Margam. Do it wherever you are. That's how we have studied in our class 5, Sri Bhagavata Puranam. Now we are into the last class of the day, Adhyatma Ramayanam. Here also, in the Ayodhya Kandam, the last Sarga we are doing, the 9th one. And it also is so sweet and divine and beautiful, because here is where the ultimate of the gods, Rama, the ultimate of the devotees, Bharata, they are meeting. They are coming together. The greatest and sweetest portion. Adhyatma Ramayana by itself is the Jnana Kanda, Bhakti Kanda, Yoga Kanda, Karma Kanda, Dharma Kanda, Bhagavan's Leela, all of them are there. So today we will do that portion of Navama Sargaha in the Ayodhya Kandam. This is the last one. In this Rama Bharata Milan, then Rama sends them back and he goes into Dandakaranyam further with Sita and Lakshmana. This is how the story is. Let us study. Om, come to the Navama Skanda, Navama Sargaha. Yeah. How many we can do? Hmm. 22 slokas, let us chant. Or 12 slokas enough. Let us do it joyfully, sweetly. Bharata Rama Samagama, for that portion let us dedicate today's day. Chant the 12 mantras. Om Sri Ramachandra Parabrahmane Namaha. Srimad Brahmaanda Puranantargata Adhyatma Ramayana Mahashastram Ayodhya Kandam Navamah Sargah Shri Mahadev Uvacha. Om Athagatva Samipam Bharato Muda Sitaramapadairiyuktam Pavitram Atishobhanam Satatra Vajrankushavarijanchita Varijanchita Dhajati Chihnani Padani Sarvataha Dadarsharamasya Bhuvoti Mangalani Acheshayat Padarajassu Sanujaha Aho Sudhanyo Hamamuni Rama Padaravindankita Bhutalani Pashyami Yat Padarajo Vimrugyam Brahmadi Devaihi Shrutibhishcha Nityam Ityadbhuta Prema Rasaplutashayaha Vigana Cheta Raghunatha Bhavane Anandajashru Snabitastanantaraha Shanairvapashrama Sannidhim Hare. सतत्र दृष्ट्वा रघुनाथमास्थितं दूर्वादलश्यामलम् आयते क्षणं जटाकिरीटं नववल्कलाम्बरं प्रसन्नवक्त्रं तरुणारुणद्युतिं विलोकयन्तं जनकात्मजां शुभां सौमित्रिणा सेवितपादपङ्कजं तदाभिदुद्राव रघूत्तमं शुचा हर्षाच्च तत्पादयुगं त्वराग्रहीत रामस्तमाकृष्य सुदीर्घबाहुः दोर्भ्यां परिष्वज्य सिषिञ्चनेत्रजैः जलैरथाङ्कोपरि सन्न्यवेशयतो पुनः पुनः सम्परिशस्वजे विभुः अतथा मातरः सर्वाः समाजग्मुः त्वरान्विताः राघवं द्रष्टुकामाः तास्तृषार्था गौर्यथा जलम् राघवं द्रष्टुकामास्ताः तृषार्था गौर्यथा जलम् रामः स्वमातरं वीक्ष्य द्रुतमुत्थाय पादयोः ववन्दे साश्रुसा पुत्रम् आलिङ्ग्यातीव दुःखिता इतराश्च तथा नत्वा जननी रघुनन्दनः ततः समागतं दृष्ट्वा वसिष्ठं मुनिपुङ्गवं साष्टाङ्गं प्रणिपत्याह धन्योऽस्मीति पुनः पुनः यथार्हमुपवेश्याम सर्वान् एव रघोद्वहः पिता मे कुशली किं वा मां किमाहाति दुःखितः वसिष्ठः तमुवाचेदं पिता ते रघुनन्दन ओम शांति शांति शांति. That is enough for the day. So Adhyatma Ramayanam of Brahmaanda Purana, out of 18 Puranas, the Bratraya, Brahma, Brahmaanda, Brahma Vaivarta. In that, this Brahmaanda Purana is this Adhyatma Ramayanam. All Puranas are given by Vyasa Bhagavan. So here Vyasa Bhagavan takes the medium of Lord Shiva and Parvati to give the story of Sri Rama Katha. That's how the Vyasa Mahima is there in this, Uma Maheshwara Mahima is there in this, Sri Rama Sita Mahima is there in this, and because this Adhyatma Ramayana, it is Parabrahma is there in it, and Parabrahma Tattva is given to us by the Shruti Mata. Therefore, Shruti Krupa also is there to us in this Adhyatma Ramayana Adhyayana. So the Parabrahma Krupa, the Shruti Krupa, Upa Sita Rama Krupa, Uma Maheshwara Krupa, Sri Vyasa Krupa. So many things in this. That is how study of Adhyatma Ramayana is some special and very, very beautiful. You and I have studied Tulasi and Valmiki. About the story part, we may feel as if we are aware. And the Vedanta part also, because we are studying another Upanishads, we are feeling familiar with it. But those who have not studied all of them, for them to double dhamaka this is. You and I also, this is revising for us what we studied both in Valmiki and other Upanishads, and it is given in simple terms, therefore it is becoming more easy, clear. So that's how we have taken up this. We are going on doing. For this also, almost 4 months are over. 134, 4.5 months. So today we are into this Nauma Sarga of the Ayodhya Kandam, last Sarga. Sri Rama Sri Bharata Milanam. How wonderful it is. We chanted it. Now we'll see one by one shloka. The explanations will be less. But then request to you and me to feel everything in our mind is very strong. Let us try that. So Sri Mahadeva Vacha, Sri Mahadev ji is telling very beautifully with full devotion, experiencing himself every aspect what is speaking to the Mother Parvati, who was fully, equally, attentively listening. Dono ka jugalbandi is wonderful. So you and I also can be like that. Listen with total utmost Shraddha and also speak with utmost Bhakti and Shraddha. Now what happened? Start. Atha. Because it is Sri Rama Bharata Milan, it should start with Mangala Padam. Therefore, Atha. Atha Yoga Anushasanam. Atha to Brahma Jignasa. Athato bhaktim vyakhyasyaamaha atha vyavasthitan drishtva. So, atha mangalapradam. Sri Vyasji knows it. Therefore, he starts atha. What happened? Where did we conclude yesterday? All of them came to Bharadwaji and had a beautiful hospitality given by him. Rama Bharadwaja, Bharata Bharadwaja, Samvad also we saw the taste of that. Then Bharadwaji gave them everything through that Kamadhenu invocation. Then what happened? They stayed one more day. Next day they left and they reached to Chitrakoot. Then what happened? Sri Rama with Bharata with his Shatrughna and also some of these Munis, he went in all ashramas to search for Ramji. He was not found. Then he asked the Rishigana there. Then they told the other side of the mountain, Sri Ram, Sita, Lakshmana made their place to stay. And it's so beautiful near to the mother river there. And that is around are the beautiful trees of all the fruits and flowers. That was seen. And to that Sri Bharatji and Shatrughniji they reached. And yesterday we saw from far of distance they could see that Kutiram of Rama and the divinity because Rama is there is so beautiful. And all the Jata Valakala and this the skin of the deer, all of them Ajinam, they were hanging there. So Dadarsha Durat, I'm chanting the last sloka of the 8th Sarga. Ati Bhasuram Shubham Ramasya Geham. The house of Rama, which is Shubham, most divine auspicious. Ati Bhasuram, full of the divinity because Rama is staying there. Muni Brunda Sevitam. All the Muni Brundas there around. They may have come for darshana of Rama or some talking. Then Rukshagra Samlagna Suvalkala Ajinam. So wonderful Valkala and Ajinam were hanging at the branches of the tree. Then Rama Abhiramam, because of Rama presence, that place became more divine. To that place, Bharata, along with his Anuja, Shatrughna, visited and saw. This is how we concluded yesterday 8th Sarga. Continuation of that. In the 9th, the Prathama Shloka is Atha, having seen, Gatva Ashrama Pada Samipam. From that distance, slowly they came nearer. Bharataha, Bharatji, Muda. Just imagine how much excitement and joy must be there in him first, because he is going to have the darshan of his Lord, the Lord of his own heart. Muda. Then what happened there? Much before going and meeting Rama, as I told you in Bhagavatam, Akruraji, much before meeting Lord Krishna, en route only in that wraith of this Vrindavana, because it's near to that Yamunaji Kalindi, the lot of sand is there. Krishna used to play there, and Krishna Charana Ankita Mudras are there. And he could recognize. Akrura has not seen Krishna, but he knows he is Bhagavan. Then Bhagavan के जो हस्त और पाद सारे ये ध्वजा रथ शंख चक्र इन चीजों से होते हैं. तो he saw that where और अक्रूर जी इतना वो लोटपोट होकर वहां उस रेत में करते हैं. Even today also in Vrindavan in that Ramana रेती also अक्रूर जी के वाला स्थान में भी भक्त लोग जाकर उस रेत में इतने वो करते हैं. We have done it. Not once, many times we went there and took that रेत and all and ले आकर सबको दिया भी हमने कम से कम 100-200 लोगों को थोड़ा थोड़ा लेकर. Such a great thing. I have now also here the Ramana Reti where Krishna was reveling. In the same way here also, much before reaching to the Kutiram ashram of Rama, what Bharatji saw was Sita Rama Padair Yuktam. श्री राम और सीता दोनों के पाद के युक्त पवित्रम अतिशोभनम, द मोस्ट डिवाइन, द footprints of Sri Rama and Sita Mata he has seen. He knows them. He understood by seeing the size and the mudras there. And that's what I said here also in those pada mudra, because Lord's Charana and Hasta have all is these abhushana and these ayudha. Satatra, in that mudras, in those footprints, Vajra, the Vajra ayudha, then Ankusha, that thing, then Varija, the lotus, even the Dvaja, Anchita, is it? Anchita Dvaja Adi Chihnani, Padani Sarvataha. Bhagavan ka charan is like what you call mold. Any mold is there, in that you put the male material, the outcome is in that mold. Like Ganapati's statues are made during Ganapati festival. In the mold, the mud is put, then comes out is Ganapati. So Bhagwan's charana is also like the mold, having what in that? Vajra, Ankusha, Varija, Dvajadi, Chihnani, Padani, Sarvataha. Near that ashrama, दोनों का, राम और सीता का, स्पेशली राम जी के ऐसे वाले चरणों के मुद्राएं श्री भरत जी ऐसी न. Shatrugna also was there with it. Then Dadarsha Ramasya, Ramacharana Chihna, in that wreath or mitti. Then Bhuvaha Atimangalani, because they are the most divine things on the bhumi. Now this is enough for a Parama Bhakta. That Bhagavan moved on this earth. Therefore, thieves, Bhumata is blessed by Bhagavan. That is enough for me to touch the Bhumata as it is walked by Bhagavan with entire devotion and merge in my own surrender to God. Remember, Bhagavan is born in Mathura, Vrindavan, and all that, okay, and is there in Ayodhya, but he didn't stay at one place like a statue. So he has moved the entire length and breadth of the nation. In fact, in all avatars, if you take, Bhagavan has moved every place. So the house which you are staying in, that land also visited by Bhagavan in one or the avatara, one time or the other. It is not the fixed highway road that only that way he walked. In one or the avatara, he might have definitely come. Therefore, no land is not touched by Bhagavan. Every place is equally sacred. We have to develop that bhavana. But among them, these are made famous through the stories that he is born there, he moved there, etc. But see, the limitation of the words and explanation is this, that when you say Krishna is born in Vrindavanam, Mathura, and Rama in Ayodhya, that is said to say that those places are sacred. But while listening to that, it doesn't click to us that that Lord who is born there might have moved entire world also, entire country. Therefore, every place is sacred. So that gets concealed. That's the limitation of words. No speaker spoke with that idea that think that Rama is moved only in Mathura, Vrindavan, Ayodhya. Their idea is this their Janmasthali, definitely they are there. That doesn't mean other places they are not there. Everywhere they moved, therefore every land is sacred. But among them, these places which are having the authority of the Purana Itihasa can help us to do sadhana more beautifully. That's the idea. So the point is what? Ki Bhuvaha Atimangalani. Those Pada Chihnas of Bhagavan which are giving the Mangalatva to the entire earth. Those Chihnas Sri Bharajya Sina. Then Acheshtayatu Pada Rajassu Sa Anujaha. Along with Anuja Lakshmana, Bharatji, Shatrugni ke saath, Acheshtayat means he did all the cheshtas of bending down, doing pranam, taking that Pada Chihnas with his own eyes, whatever he could do to express his devotion, which is done to the Pada of Bhagavan straight away, all of that he has done. Oh. No, these are all very essential. What is that? What is thing to be learned from Bharata is much before the actual Pada Darshanam of Bhagavan, he is going to have Pada Chihnas of Bhagavan only. Bharata is doing Upasana, Namaskara, Puja with so much devotion. Learn from this. Therefore, if you want to be qualified for actual darshan of Bhagavan as he is, he himself is there in the form of this world. So Bhagavan Charana are Mukti Dhama. But to be able to be qualified to hold on to the Mukti Dhama Bhagavad Charana, we have to do sadhana. What is sadhana? Bhagavan ke charan ke jo mudraye hai, towards them we have to have as much devotion as we have for Bhagavan's charan. This is a preparation and that is the final step. The one who neglects Bhagavan's charana mudra, he will neglect Bhagavan's charana also. Because as we are seeing in the earlier text also, whether it is original charana Bhagavan, whether it is charana mudra, that doesn't matter. What matters is, do you have devotion or not? You are doing pranam to the mudras or to the charana? No. To both of them, to the Bhagavan, who is represented there. Therefore, as sacred must be Bhagavad Charana Mudraye, so as much as the original Charana are there. So this is a practice for you. When we do here, we are qualified to go to the actual Charan. Because already we have done it here, there when we go, it is effortless and natural to have that Bhakti Prapatti Sharanagati. That Lord I have seen, He just blesses with Mukti. So the entire Bhumi, entire Jiva are nothing but Bhagavan ke hi mudraye. You understand? This upasana, when we do, that's why the Vibhuti Yoga, 10th chapter of Gita. Only when you practice in your mana, buddhi, about my presence in and through everything, that your buddhi will qualify later to see me as I am. That's why 10th May Vibhuti Adhikake, when Arjuna practiced all of them, then the 11th Bhagavan has shown the Vishwarupa. Is it not? He prepared Arjuna. Theory he gave up to chapter 9. Practice he made today the 10th. Then the Swarupa he has given 11th, which created the ultimate devotion in Arjuna in the 12th. Or for devotion also he gave sadhanas. Here also, Sri Bharat ji, Bhagavan ke charana or paduka charana mudraye. Because of his own doubt, whether he will allow me to touch his feet or not, because of me came to the jungle. One side his heart knows Bhagavan doesn't care all of that. He has a love for him and everyone. But the other side, still the clarification is not done in the heart. Na? Therefore, I will have darshan of Paduka भगवान के अच्छा है. अब तो चरण मुद्राएं तो उन्होंने रखा है. Then a bhakta, true bhakta, uses his bhavana shakti of the mana that Bhagavan deliberately moved here to keep his charana mudraye for me so that I develop my devotion seeing them. With the devotion, I go to his actual charana. Because the practice is done, there I can really have expression of the devotion, getting the blessings. In this way, we have to understand. Unless we are seeing everything as Bhagavan's expression, we cannot see the Bhagavan who is beyond that, behind that. इसलिए उपासना जीवन में बहुत जरूरी है. फर्स्ट उपासना इज सीइंग द लॉर्ड इन द आइडल्स. सेकंड उपासना इज सीइंग द लॉर्ड इन योर माता पिता. Then the third is seeing the Lord in everybody, everything. Then when that practice is done, then the actual Lord, either in Vaikuntha Vale ho ya Parabrahma ho, to achieve that, to enjoy that, to experience that, to have vision of that, we get the adhikara. That is how it is. Okay, yeah? Then having done all the pranam, namaskara, pradakshina, then rolling in the feet of the Lord and all, this is what Bharatji talks to himself or Shatrugnaji. Such a beautiful. What he says, Aho Sudhanyaha Aham. He says, not only I am Dhanya, I am Sudhanyaha. What is? Why? Amoni Rama Padaravinda Ankitani Bhutalani Pashyami. These Bhutalas, which are Ankita with the Padaravinda of my Lord Sri Rama, I am able to see. That's what I said. भगवान के चरण मुद्राएं देखने में ही भरत जी को सुधन्यता अनुभव हो रहा है. Many might have seen, but they don't have. It is in our heart, like any temple in a town. Only a pujari, some deep bhaktas have devotion. Otherwise, everybody sees it, but they have or not, we don't know. So too, the word Bhagavan hai ki nahi, wo important nahi, wo to hai hi. But do you have bhakti or not? That's important. So I am Sudhanya because the Padatalani, Bhutalani, which are embedded by the Bhagavan Charana Mudra, I am able to see. Aho Sudhanya Aham. Amuni Ramapada Aravinda Ankita Bhutalani Pashyami. And what is the glory of Bhagavan Charana and Charana Raja? Yat Pada Rajaha Vimrugyam. That Pada Raja of Lord Rama, Vimukryam, is continuously searched by whom? Brahmadi Devaihi Shruti Vishcha Nityam. The Brahmadi Devatas, even the Shruti Mata also continuously does the searching of this Pada also only. That's what in the Dashama Skandha, the 88th chapter, the Shruti Gita of Bhagavan's Mahima. 15 days we studied that chapter of some 30-40 mantras. How the Shruti Mata has done the stuti of Lord Krishna there. Do you remember it? Dashama Skandha mein toward the end, 87 or 88 chapter. So here also, all the Shrutis are through Mahavakya Upadesha searching for the charana of the Bhagavan only. Tad Vishnoho Paramam Padam Sada Pashyanti Surayah Diviva Chakshura Tatam Tad Vipraso Manyavo Jagruvagam Sassamindate Vishnoho Yat Paramam Padam Paryaptya Anantarayaya Sarvastomati Ratra Uttama Bhavati Sarvasyapte Sarvajitve Sarvasya Jite Sarvamevata Ayuryanti Sarvam Tena Apnoti Sarvam Jayati. This is Vishnu Suktam, the last shloka. Vishnonagam Viryani Pravochanya Parthivani Vimame Rajagam Siyo Askabhayatuttaragam Sadastam Vichakramana Stredhorugayo Vishnu Raratavasi Vishnu Prushnamasi Vishnu Shnaptre Esto Vishnu Surasi Vishnu or Dhromasi Vaishnavasi Vishnavetva Tadasya Mabipato Ashyama प्रियमभिपातो अश्याम नरो यत्र देवयवो मदन्ति गुरुक्रमस्य सहि बन्धुरित्ता विष्णोः पदे परमे मध्व उत्सः प्रतद्विष्णुस्तवते वीर्याय मृगो न भीमः कुचरो गिरिष्ठाः यस्योरुषु त्रिषु विक्रमणेषु अधिक्षियन्ति भुवनानि विश्वा परो मात्रया तनुवावृधान न ते महित्वमन्वश्नुवन्ति उभे ते विद्मरजसे पृथिव्या विष्णो देवत्वं परमस्य वित्से विचक्रमे पृथिवीमेष एतां क्षेत्राय विष्णुर्मनुषे दशस्यन् ध्रुवासो अस्य कीरयोजनासः ऊरुक्षितकं सुजनिमाचकार त्रिर्देवः पृथिवीमेष एतां विचक्रमे शतर्च संहित्वा प्रविष्णुरस्तु तव सस्तवीयान् त्वेषगह्यस्य स्तविरस्य नाम अतो देवा अवन्तु नो यतो विष्णुर्विचक्रमे पृथिव्या सप्तधामभिः इदं विष्णुर्विचक्रमे त्रेधा निदधे पदं समूढमस्य पागं सुरे त्रीणि पदा विचक्रमे विष्णुर्गोपा अदाभ्यः ततो धर्माणि धारयन् विष्णोः कर्माणि पश्यत यतो व्रतानि पस्पशे इन्द्रस्य युज्यः सखा तद्विष्णोः परमं पदकं सदा पश्यन्ति सूरयः दिवि चक्षुरा ततं तद्विप्रासो विपन्यवो जाग्रुवागं सस्समिन्दते विष्णोर्यत्परमं पदं पर्याप्त्या अनन्तरायाय सर्वस्तोमोतिरात्र उत्तममहर्भवति सर्वस्याप्त्यै सर्वस्य चित्यै सर्वमेव तेनाप्नोति सर्वं जयति ओम शांति शांति शांति. This is Vishnu Suktam, in which Vishnu Charana Mahima so exhaustively explained. Here we are seeing the Lord Krishna taught the Bhagavatam conclusion of Abhi. We are seeing Lord Rama's Charana Chihna, and we are going to see the Charana of the Rama. And today is the Margali Masa, first day. Therefore, befittingly, we have done the Parayanam of it. And here Bharata also said the same thing. The Brahma, the Devatas, Ruga, the Vedas are searching for the Charana Raja of Narayana, that Bhagwan's Charana Dhuli. I am able to see and do pranama. Therefore, I am Sudhanyaha Asmi. Aho Sudhanyoham Amuni Rama Padaravinda Ankita Bhutalani Pashyami. Yat Padarajaha Vimurugyam Brahmadi Devaihi Shrutibhishcha Nityam. Vimrugya means searched by Brahmadi Devatas and all the Shruti. Again here also, actually go to Mathura Vrindavan and Charan Padukai Pranam Karo. But if you have the Bhava, Aankh Band Karke only you can reach Badri Kedar, or every Bhusthala is Bhagwan's Charana only. It's just like everything is Bhagwan, every stone is Bhagwan. Among them, one stone is carved as Bhagwan and made it as a Murti. Prana Pratishtha is done, Puja is done to the Lord, and the devotees get Bhagwan Anugrahan, Bhagavad Anubhuti, and Bhagavad Darshan and Moksha. So to any Bhutala you can select, you say this itself is Bhagwan ka chala hua jagah hai, go on doing upasana to that sthala, you will have the same devotion. That's why we saw Standilam in Bhagavata, 15th or 17th or one of the chapter, 11th skanda, when Bhagavan was, and a recent one, 21-22, Upasana Prakriya, when he told, out of the 8 things, one of the place where Bhagavan can be invoked and puja can be done is Bhumata, Bhumi. Remember? See, the idea is what? We go on postponing for conveniences. This is what the mind's escaping way. An intelligent person makes whatever is available as convenient for his sadhana. See, that's why we have seen in our childhood, मिट्टी से हम घर बनाते थे, एक जगह पे भगवान के चरण वहां उसी मिट्टी पे उसी को चंदन कुंकुम एंड पूजा. It is your bhavana. If you have bhavana, anywhere you can see Bhagavan and do upasana. Otherwise what happens, we get conditioned कि चलो वहां जाने से ही, एक्चुअल चरण देखने से ही हमको उपासना पूजा करना होता है. No, that will come when it has to come. But that doesn't mean that you don't do puja now, you postpone it. No, wherever you are, you do puja. Either Bhagavan will take you there or he himself will come here. And just today, all the three classes of ours, Bhagavatam beginning, Bhagavatam end, and here also, this Ramayana, we are learning new things regarding how to do sadhana. Become sadhaka and do sadhana wherever we are with whatever the sadhanas that are available. That's how we have to do. But Bharata being lucky and he was effortful, he did not say, आने दो भगवान को 14 साल, उसके बाद मैं प्रणाम करता हूँ. No, he went himself. And he saw those Charana Dholi. And he was so happy. Charan Chihna, he says, they are so great. Even Brahmaadi Devas and Vedadi, Rugadi Vedas also search for Bhagwan Charana Dholi. Yet Pada Rajaha Vimrugyam, that I am able to see. Iti, in this way. And so many things, Vyasa gave a few of them. In this way, iti, Adbhuta, Prema, Rasa, Apluta, Ashaya, Vigahada Cheta, Raghunatha Bhavane, Anandaja, Ashru, Snapita, Stana, Antaraha. These are all adjectives of Bhagavan Bharatji's state of mind at that time. Seeing those charana, mudra only. With that preparation in him, he went to actual Bhagavan's charana, which is in the next sloka. You understand? This is what in Adhyatma Ramayanam we have to give some time, pay an attention, with interest we must learn. No. So many things, but the ultimate Vyasji said. What is the ultimate? He said, the Bhagavan Charana Dholi is searched even by the Srushtikarta and Brahmadi and Muktidata Vedadi. तो सृष्टिकर्ता ब्रह्मा, मुक्तिदाता वेद, जिस भगवान के चरण धूलि को देखने के लिए निकल पड़े, विमृग्य means that I am seeing. So more than this you can't talk. So that ultimate thing Vyasji has written. So that is what is the attitude in Bharata when he saw the charana chihna of the Lord, that dhuli touched by Bhagavan's charana. So for him, as divine and sacred Bhagavan is, so is this land where he has put his feet. All this inside the samshaya rahita shraddha yukta ultimate bhavana. Bhavana is bhakti. After the bhavana only the bhakti comes. After bhakti prapanati sharanagati. Iti, now one by one word. Iti adbhuta. Adbhuta is wonder of wonders. Prema, the love and devotion. Prema rasa. Not a bauddhika or mind like Veda. Prema rasa. Apluta, filled, overwhelming. Apluta means ashayaha. Ashaya means his entire inner personality. अंतःकरण, उनका पूरा अंतःकरण भगवान के प्रति अद्भुत प्रेम रस से आप्लुत हो गया. His अंतःकरण got dubified in that. डूब गए. अद्भुत प्रेम रसाप्लुत आश्रयः इत्यद्भुत प्रेम रसाप्लुत आशयः. Now, which other than Bharata, can anybody explain this? Even if they explain, can they explain what Bharata going through? Then what can any speaker do? Other than telling literally what is in the intellect, nobody can convey experience. And each of us seek experience, not only intellectual understanding. The Bharata was in that Adbhuta Prema Rasa Apluta Ashayaha. His Antakarana is fully soaked in the divine wonder of the wonders, Prema Rasa. Iti Adbhuta Prema Rasa Apluta Ashayaha. I am deliberately repeating so many times so that at least one of you note this thing and you revel it into your during the night before you sleep, so that in your own dream you yourself reach to that Chitrakuta like Bharata. We may have the darshan of Bhagwan's, the Charana Mudra followed by Charana. Ityadbhuta prema rasa plutashaya. Is it not as powerful as Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma of the Vedanta? You understand? Those who understand the Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma and accordingly develop that love devotion for it, they alone will develop the devotion when such sentence is heard. This is about Bharata. Iti adbhuta prema rasapluta ashaya. Then what happened after that? Vigada cheta. His chetas is deeply dissolved in that. Then Raghunatha bhavane vigada cheta. His chetas is fully gone into the bhavana of Raghunatha. उस चरण को देखकर उनके द्वारा वो परम भक्ति के द्वारा रघुनाथ में अपने चित्त को लय कर चुके हैं. रामे चित्त लय सदा भवतु में भो राम माम उद्धर. That is why Ishvara Pranidhanat, even in Yoga Shastra, Patanjali says, I can't teach you in yoga and you can never do it. Is I am failure. Only the Lord can help you. Do the Pranidhana to Ishvara. हे भगवान, मैंने अहंकार से कहा इनका उनका मैं उद्धार करता हूँ. Nobody is listening to my yoga sutra. I am surrendering and offering them to you. I also told them मेरे से नहीं होगा. You do ईश्वर प्रणिधान. मैं चला. Is it not? Here also ईश्वर प्रणिधान. So Vigada Cheta Raghunatha Bhavane. In the bhakti of Raghunatha, his Cheta says Vigada. Vigada is pura डूब गया. So the Vigahya word has come many times in Bhagavatam, in other beautiful texts of Mahabhaktas. Then Raghunath Bhavane, as a result of that, what happened to him? Anandaja Ashru Snapita Sthanantaraha. His entire chest was fully drenched in the tears of the joy coming out of his eyes. अब जब मैं इसको इंटेलेक्चुअली बोल रहा हूँ, इतना थर्ड रेट दिख रहा है कि नहीं वो? Can anybody explain the emotional devotional experience with the intellectual words? Because of this only, वेदांत का रस भक्ति में नहीं होता, भक्ति का रस वेदांत में नहीं होता. Therefore, जब वेदांत पढ़ते हो तो भक्ति को ले आकर उसको खराब नहीं करना. जब भक्ति करते हो वेदांत को थोड़ा साइड पे रखो. You understand? The joy of it when you listen that Bharatji has seen the Charana Chihna and did their pranama, namaskara, and thought that these are the chihnas, or the truly the dust in search of which the rishis, the devatas, the Shruti Mata, even Brahma are there. My Janma is Dhanya. I am so lucky, fortunate. In this way, his whole life, iti adbhuta prema rasa apluta ashaya hokar, अपने चेत को पूरा राम भाव में बिगाड़ करके देन आनंद आश्रुज स्नपित स्तनांतरहा. See? Anandaja Ashru Snapita Stanantara. In that mood he was. I have failed utterly to. I told you yesterday also to explain this, I will fail. I myself failing myself. Anandaja Ashru Snapita Stanantara. Then in that mood, the Charan Paduka Dekha. So these are all our sadhanas of seeing the Lord everywhere and trying to see the Lord everywhere when we are overwhelmed in our devotion, in which our antakarana offer to the Lord at this parakashta sthiti of what we can do and we must do, our sadhana over. After that only the Bhagavan's grace comes for the actualization of Bhagavad Anubhuti. If I don't do this earlier one, that is why the Lord is at the top of the hill. Only en route, keep on soak your heart in devotion to Him. By the time you reach, you are so fully fit in your antakarana that the moment you see the Lord, you just have that joy of His darshanam. Even you merge in that ananda anubhuti of Bhagavad darshan. इसलिए उतने दूर पे भगवान रहते. Come out of your worldliness, do the tapasya. While doing so, come out of the Adhyatma, and while walking in the mind, you go on taking my name and feel that I am going to have darshan of Mata Vaishno Devi or Badri Kedar. Karte, your whole personality should be soaked in me with devotion so much. When you actually see me, you don't see me there as stone, you are having pratyaksha darshan of mine. So here also, Sri Bharat ji ko jaise Bhagwan ka darshan alingan hoga, all of us also will have. So up to this we have seen Ananda Jashru Snapita Stanantaraha. In that mood, Shanaihi Dire Dire Avapa reached to Ashrama Sannidhim near of the Sannidhi Ashrama Harehe of Lord Rama, who is a Hari himself. Then at that time, what Sri Rama, Lakshmana, Sita were doing, only one shloka, so beautiful it is. Ki satatra drushtva, he saw there. What? Raghunatham astitam. Sri Ramji is seated beautifully. Sito sarvantaryami, he knows. I'm missing to talk to you so many things in trying to be hari-buried in this study of Bhagavata or Ramayana. एक एक श्लोक एक एक हफ्ता एक एक साल पढ़ना चाहिए. यत् शृण्वताम रसज्ञानाम स्वादु स्वादु पते पदे. What a beautiful all these are shastras are. Therefore, those days the kathakara, hours together, days together they used to do, because the Shrota also have no many other obligations like today's world we have. They used to revel in that. Like Gurudev, 100 days he used to talk. Ishavasya Upanishad of 18 slokas, that's it. 40 days he used to spend only for the introduction. 40 days. Every day, 1.5 to 2 hours. So this is how we lack in our ability, capacity to talk. Anyway, so in that way, when he saw tasatatra drashtva ramam avastitam, okay, Raghunatham astitam. How was Ramji? Durva dala shyamam. In the Durva dala varname. Then ayata ikshanam. Very opened eyes like a lotus petal. Jata kiritam. He has a kirita on the head made of jata, not the golden kiritam. Because jata ko kirita, jata mukta. So, satatra društva raghunatam astitam. You can also meditate. You only reached along with Bharata, Shatrughna and me. We three have gone. You also join. There Sri Ramji is seated. With the opened eyes. In the Durva Dala Varchas or the color he is there in that. Then the Raghunatham Astitam, Durva Dala Shyamam, Ayataikshanam, opened eyes, Jata Kiritam. The Kirita is made of Jata. Then Nava Valkala Ambaram. His Ambarams are Valkala, Nava new, because Abhi Nikle kuch din pehle. And also maybe Lakshmanadi making fresh every week or every day. Nava Valkala Ambaram. Then no guilt, no regret, no dukkha. Prasanna Vaktram. The face of Lord Rama is Prasanna. So, Prasannatam Yana Gata Abhishekataha. Vanavasavamle Dukkhataha. Mukhambuja Sri Raghunanda Sasyame Sadastusa Manjula Mangala Prada. Where at the Aranya Kanda Shurume, Jo Valmiki Vastusa Likte Maha, he takes it from the last sloka of the last portion of this Ayodhya Kanda, last Sarga. So, Prasanna Vaktram. Then Tarunaruna Dyutim. The fresh early morning sun, like the brightness, brilliance he has got. Sri Rama, this sloka describes Rama Rupa in that Vanavasa for our dhyana. To that Sri Rama, Bharatji had reached to have darshan. And what Rama was doing that time? Vilokayantam Janakatmajam Shubham. Sri Rama's gaze was towards Mata Sita, Janakatmaja Shubha, the most divine. It is little distant. Therefore, what they are talking, he doesn't know, but he knows Sri Rama is looking at Mother Sita. Vilokayantayam tam janakatmajam shubham. Then what Lakshmanji is doing that time? Saumitrina sevita pada pankajam. Sri Lakshmanji at the feet seated and doing the Sharan Pakharne wala kam to Sri Ram. So is this not enough for us to meditate? We ourselves become Bharata and Shatrughna and we see Sri Rama looking at Sita and talking something, and Sri Lakshmanji is doing Charana Seva. So Jnana doing Bodha to the Bhakti and Vairagya doing the Seva. Lakshmana is Vairagya and Seva Pratika. Bhakti is Mata Sita, Sri Rama is Jnana Swarupam. Then Dasharatha, Bharata is what? A sadhaka, jiva, want to offer himself to Lord and merge in him. To such Rama he saw. Vilokayantam Janakatmajam Shubham Saumitrina Sevita Pada Pankajam. He saw. Then do you think he can stay back? Even if he has some hesitation to go hesitation because of whatever Kaikeyi done. But having seen Lord in that mood, all that is given up and forgotten. What did Bharata do is ultimate here. So beautiful it is. What did he do? Tada abhidudrava raghuttamam shucha. The purest of the heart, he ran towards Sri Ramji. And what did he do having ran there? Harshacha. The joy, harsha of seeing the Rama was so overwhelming in him. Tat pada yugam tvara agrahita. Just ran, even though Lakshmanji was doing the pakarna, he just fell and held the feet of Bhagavan so beautifully, strongly. Bol Sri Bharata Bhagavan ki jai, Sri Ramachandra Bhagavan ki jai, Sri Prema Bhakti Mahima ki jai. What more this required? And we are more fortunate than Bharata Adi because Bharata did hold the feet of the Lord only once. But you and I on the seat of Bhakti or Dhyanam, every day, every moment, again and again we do that and we can have that joy. By doing every time and every day, we have to go on increasing our Bhakti Sharanagati to enjoy the ultimate joy of having really touched Bhagwan's charan. उस स्थाई तक हम पहुंच सकते हैं अपने हृदय को ही भगवान बनाकर चरण बनाकर go on doing in that hridaya Bhagavan will arrive. You can really touch him and experience. These are all alaukika. Those whose minds are soaked in the dravya jadata, easily it is not catchable. But if we little try, we can understand the possibility of it. We can practice and make it possible. As Bharata ran and fell at the feet of Lord and held them. And before that, his preparation in the mind and heart, and is eternally from how many lives the Jiva must prepare to come to that level. So his journey from Ayodhya up to this place is like you and I traveling in every life to reach to this level of not only Adhyatma Ramayanam, but grasping such subtle, beautiful topics and preparing ourselves in the heart to express or develop our devotion in this manner. So Bharata went, ran, fell, held the feet of Bhagwan. Tada abhidudrava raghuttamam shucha harshacha. The pure heart and extreme joy, tat pada yugam tvara agrahito. Went, ran and held. And in Valmiki Ramayana, इतना वहाँ description बहुत होता है. He hesitates, he goes, he holds. So many. Vyasa says, I have to do it fast. You go and study Ramayana Valmiki, you have time, but I have to do all the things quick. Therefore, in one sloka only, we see Bharata falling at Lord's feet. Then what did Bhagavan do as a reciprocation? He is the most enchanting, beautiful thing. With that, we'll conclude today, doing our meditation at home before we sleep. Feel Bharata yourself and go to Rama and fall at his charana. Ramaha. Sri Ramji tam akrushya. उनको पकड़कर खींचते अपने तरफ सुदीर्घ बाहु because Lord Rama is ajanubahu dorbhyam with dorbhyam in this type of thing dorbhyam parishvajya he has just hugged parishvajya then sishincha netrajaihi jalaihi he made Bharata drenched with his own tears of his own eyes. That is why I told you in the Chitrakuta, there is a spot where Rama Bharata Milana, their आंखों से जो पानी गिरा वो पूरे पत्थर को पिघलाता है, makes the stone melted. There you see two charana desho of Rama, two desho of Bharata. On that stone you can see. Nobody can carve them like that. भगवान रामा भरत के मिलन से दोनों की आंखों में अश्रु आए. That has melted the stone and the charana paduka, charana mudra are there. One of the top. You can now search in Google, it can be seen. Charana paduka and Chitrakuta. Ram Bharata Milan, charana paduka. One of you can put in our WhatsApp group. Others can see. Little homework to you. Because we are seeing that portion. Why not have the darshana Chitrakuta? Bharata Kaupa as well as the Chitrakuta whole parikrama or the whole mountain, Sitaji ki Rasoi ityadi, mainly Ram Bharat Milan Sthala, they are all saved even now. Thank God. In spite of so many attacks and all, our Sanatana Dharmas, these glorious places are still there. Now, Sri Ramji has lifted him, pulled him with his Dorbhyam, he has hugged, and with his tears, Sri Ramji has drenched Sri Bharatji, Jalaihi. After that, Atha Ankopari Sanyaveshayatu. He made Bharata sit on his lap. Then puna puna sam parishasvaje vibhu. Again he is angry. Again he is asking. Again he is asking. Now, in this only, how much you have to contemplate. So many things are there. One thing I tell and leave you today, ki that means what? What is the heart of Sri Rama for Bharata? You know, do you think even an iota of doubt Sri Rama has? That is conspiracy by Bharata and Kaikeyi, that they have taken away the kingdom and sent him to jungle. अरे भैया ऐसा एक थॉट भी इवन सपने में भी होता तो ही कैनॉट बी राम. And what is Bharata is known to Rama more than Bharata. You understand? Bharata cannot be Bharata if he has got even a thought of malice. That Rama knows. Therefore, he never thought of anything. He is my child, my brother came, he is my heart, hugging only. Again and again. See, punah punah samparisvaje vibhu. Samparisvaje. Again and again, again and again. So all that shows what? As much we have utavalapan to meet Bhagwan, equal Bhagwan also has got. He is not a stone. He is more sensitive, loving than all of us put together. When we as bhaktas, having given up our upadhita adhyatma as jiva and all the worldly indulgences, in devotion we approach to his feet. He also reciprocates with the double than that love. That's why यहाँ व्यास जी ने भरत जी के चरण आनंद आश्रु यही उनके चरण पादुका चरण मुद्रा देखकर हो गया. But there, मतलब he might have gone with the tears only. There, Sri Rama also having seen him, he also expressed that joy of love and tears through his eyes. Joy of love through the eyes as tears. How wonderful is seen. So today, the Margali Masa, we saw the last 6th class, Sri Rama, Sri Bharata Milanam. Okay. Then all the mothers also come. Sri Rama meets Kaushalya. Then she feels bad seeing the situation. Because every mother, when she is her son in a big position, suddenly सब चला गया ऐसे हैं, वो तो उनको अपने अंदर का प्रेम होता है. Then the Rama and Vasishta Milan, and then Rama asked Dasharatha. Then they telling, then the Tilanjali done, all that. Then Bharatji, in the next day's meeting, Bhagavan, please take this Abhishekam, and you are the king, you come. All that will be there in the entire last sarga of this chapter. This particular Ayodhya Kandam, around some 92 slokas, 7 of them we have seen. Our job today is to see Bharata, Sri Rama, Milan. We have done that. Thank you. Please don't miss the classes where every day there is something for us, either of bhakti or of dharma or of yoga or of jnana. कुछ तो कुछ हर दिन हमको अध्यात्म रामायण से मिल रहा है. Therefore, never ever miss this class. And today, little time we took more, but every day we are doing only for 30-40 minutes only. Thank you. Thank you for being a part along with me in studying this divine most portion of the Adhyatma Ramayana. Om Sarvam Sri Ramarpanamastu. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Bol Sri Ramachandra Bhagavan ki jai. Today in our chantings, interestingly, you know what's the portion? Lord Shiva's Ashtottara Shatanama Stotram as well as NAMAAVALI. 4 or 4 8 minutes. And Shiva Bhagavan is the teacher for us of this Rama Mahima. Sri Mahadeva Vacha. When you do Guru Puja, he will take us to the Bhagavan. When you do Upasana Bhagavan, we merge with him. By his grace. That's how the life. Let us do this chanting. Doesn't take much time. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantare Amrutakalasastaaya Sarvabhaya Vinashanaaya Trailokya Nathaya Sri Mahavishnave Namaha. Om Bhagyabdi Chandrika Bhakta Chitta Keki Ganagana Roga Varata Dambholer Mutyudhara Kutarikaya Namo Namaha. Om Nase Roga Hare Saupera Jabda Nirantar Hanumata Veera. Om Sri Hanumat Veeraya Namaha. Om Sri Hanumate Namo Om Sri Hanumate Namo Om Sri Hanumate Namo Om Sri Hanumate Namaha. Om Sri Hanumate Namo Om Sri Hanumate Namo Om Sri Hanumate Namo Om Sri Hanumate Namaha. Om Sri Hanumate Namo Om Sri Hanumate Namo Om Sri Hanumate Namo Om Sri Hanumate Namaha. Om Sri Hanumate Namo Om Sri Hanumate Namo Om Sri Hanumate Namo Om Sri Hanumate Namaha. ओम नमः शिवाय, 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 ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम वज्रनखाय विद्महे तीक्ष्णकृष्णाय धीमहि तन्नो नारसिंह प्रचोदयात्। ओम नमो भगवते श्री लक्ष्मी नारसिंहाय प्रह्लादाय च। ओम वज्रनखाय विद्महे तीक्ष्णदग्गष्ट्राय धीमहि तन्नो नारसिंह प्रचोदयात्। ओम नमो भगवते श्री लक्ष्मी नारसिंहाय प्रह्लादाय च। ओम वज्रनखाय विद्महे तीक्ष्णदग्गष्ट्राय धीमहि तन्नो नारसिंह प्रचोदयात्। ओम नमो भगवते श्री लक्ष्मी नारसिंहाय प्रह्लादाय च। ओम राम 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 राम। ओम अथ श्री शिवानुग्रहेण श्री शिव श्री राम दर्शन श्री परब्रह्म अनुभव प्राप्त्यर्थम सनातन धर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थम सनातन धर्म सेवकानां विघ्न निवारण शत्रु निर्मूलन समस्त शक्तीनां साधनानां अवाप्त्यर्थम श्री सामसदाशिव भगवतः अष्टोत्तर शतनाम स्तोत्रम नामावल्याः च पारायणं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। द स्तोत्र आल्सो, नामावली आल्सो, one day both of them, बढ़िया है, that's a blessing। ओम अथ श्री शिवाष्टोत्तर शतनाम स्तोत्रम्। ओम शिवो महेश्वर शंभुः पिनाकी शशिशेखरः वामदेवो विरूपाक्षः कपर्दी नीललोहितः शङ्करः शूलपाणिश्च खट्वाङ्गी विष्णुवल्लभः शिपिविष्टोऽम्बिकानाथः श्रीकण्ठो भक्तवत्सलः भवः सर्वस्त्रिलोकेशः शितिकण्ठः शिवाप्रियः उग्रः कपाली कामारिः अंधकासुरसूदनः गंगाधरो ललाटाक्षः कालकालः कृपानिधिः भीमः परशुहस्तश्च मृगपाणेर्जटाधरः कैलासवासी कवची कठोरस्त्रिपुरान्तकः वृषाङ्को वृषभारूढः भस्मोद्धूलितविग्रहः सामप्रियः सर्वमयः त्रयीमूर्तिरनीश्वरः सर्वज्ञः परमात्मा च सोमसूर्याग्निलोचनः हविर्यज्ञमयः सोमः पंचवक्त्रः सदाशिवः विश्वेश्वरो वीरभद्रः गणनाथः प्रजापतिः हिरण्यरेता दुर्धर्षः गिरीशो गिरिशो नगः भुजङ्गभूषणो भर्गः गिरिधन्वा गिरिप्रियः कृत्तिवासः पुरारातिः भगवान् प्रमथाधिपः मृत्युञ्जयः सूक्ष्मतनुः जगद्व्यापी जगद्गुरुः व्योमकेशो महासेन जनकश्चारुविक्रमः रुद्रो भूतपतिस्थाणुः अहिर्बुद्ध्यो दिगम्बरः अष्टमूर्तिरनेकात्मा सात्विकः शुद्धविग्रहः शाश्वतः खण्डपरशुः अजः पाशविमोचकः मृडः पशुपतिर्देवः महादेवो व्ययो हरिः भूषदन्तविदव्यग्रः दक्षाध्वरहरो हरः भगनेत्रभिदौ व्यक्तः सहस्राक्षः सहस्रपात् अपवर्गप्रदोनन्तः तारकः परमेश्वरः एवं श्रीशम्भुदेवस्य नाम्नामष्टोत्तरं शतम् एवं श्रीशम्भुदेवस्य नाम्नामष्टोत्तरं शतम् इति श्रीशिवाष्टोत्तर शतनामस्तोत्रं सम्पूर्णम्। Now Namavali. Remember Lord Shiva, at his feet offer the Bilvadala, etc. Pushpadi. Om Shivaya Namaha, Om Maheshwaraya Namaha, Om Shambhave Namaha, Om Pinakine Namaha, Om Shashishekharaya Namaha, Om Vamadevaya Namaha, Om Virupakshaya Namaha, ओम कपर्दिने नमः, ओम नीललोहिताय नमः, ओम शंकराय नमः, ओम शूलपाणिने नमः, ओम खट्वांगिने नमः, ओम विष्णुवल्लभाय नमः, ओम शिपिविष्टाय नमः, ओम अंबिकानाथाय नमः, ओम श्रीकंठाय नमः, ओम भक्तवत्सलाय नमः, ओम भवाय नमः, ओम शर्वाय नमः, ओम त्रिलोकेशाय नमः, ओम शितिकंठाय नमः, ओम शिवाप्रियाय नमः, ओम उग्राय नमः, ओम कपालिने नमः, ओम कामारिने नमः, ओम अंधकासुरसूदनाय नमः, ओम गंगाधराय नमः, ओम ललाटाक्षाय नमः, ओम कालकालाय नमः, ओम कृपानिधये नमः, ओम भीमाय नमः, ओम परशुहस्ताय नमः, ओम मृगपाणिने नमः, ओम जटाधराय नमः, ओम कैलासवासिने नमः, ओम कवचने नमः, ओम कठोराय नमः, ओम त्रिपुरान्तकाय नमः, ओम वृषांकाय नमः, ओम वृषभारूढ़ाय नमः, ओम भस्मोद्धूलितविग्रहाय नमः, ओम सामप्रियाय नमः, ओम सर्वमयाय नमः, ओम त्रयीमूर्तये नमः, ओम अनीश्वराय नमः, ओम सर्वज्ञाय नमः, ओम परमात्मने नमः, ओम सोमसूर्याग्निलोचनाय नमः, ओम हविषे नमः, ओम यज्ञमयाय नमः, ओम सोमाय नमः, ओम पंचवक्त्राय नमः, ओम सदाशिवाय नमः, ओम विश्वेश्वराय नमः, ओम वीरभद्राय नमः, ओम गणनाथाय नमः, ओम प्रजापतये नमः, ओम हिरण्यदेवताय नमः, ओम दुर्धर्षाय नमः, ओम गिरीशाय नमः, ओम गिरीशाय नमः, ओम अनघाय नमः, ओम भुजंगभूषणाय नमः, ओम भर्गाय नमः, ओम गिरिधन्विने नमः, ओम गिरिप्रियाय नमः, ओम कृत्तिवासाय नमः, ओम पुरारातये नमः, ओम भगवते नमः, ओम प्रमथाधिपाय नमः, ओम मृत्युंजयाय नमः, ओम सूक्ष्मतनवे नमः, ओम जगद्व्यापिने नमः, ओम जगद्गुरवे नमः, ओम व्योमकेशाय नमः, ओम महासेनजनकाय नमः, ओम चारुविक्रमाय नमः, ओम रुद्राय नमः, ओम भूतपतये नमः, ओम स्थाणवे नमः, ओम अहिर्बुद्ध्याय नमः, ओम दिगंबराय नमः, ओम अष्टमूर्तये नमः, ओम अनेकात्मने नमः, ओम सात्विकाय नमः, ओम शुद्धविग्रहाय नमः, ओम शाश्वताय नमः, ओम खंडपरशवे नमः, ओम अजाय नमः, ओम पाशविमोचकाय नमः, ओम मृडाय नमः, ओम पशुपतये नमः, ओम देवाय नमः, ओम महादेवाय नमः, ओम अव्ययाय नमः, ओम हरये नमः, ओम पूषदन्तभिदे नमः, ओम अव्यग्राय नमः, ओम दक्षाध्वरहराय नमः, ओम हराय नमः, ओम भगनेत्रभिदे नमः, ओम अव्यक्ताय नमः, ओम सहस्राक्षाय नमः, ओम सहस्रपादे नमः, ओम अपवर्गप्रदाय नमः, ओम अनंताय नमः, ओम तारकाय नमः, ओम परमेश्वराय नमः, ओम परमेश्वराय नमः, ओम परमेश्वराय नमः, ओम जगदीश्वराय नमः, ओम सर्वेश्वराय नमः, ओम विश्वेश्वराय नमः इति श्री शिव अष्टोत्तर शतनामावळि संपूर्णम्। One beautiful writing, I don't know who has done, a one-liner about Bhagavan Shiva's description. Very good. I'll try to chant it. First time I'm also saying. ओम श्रीमत्सिंहासनारूढ़ महाराज राजेश्वर रमण लीलायुत महाकैलासवास पंचोपनिषन्मय दिव्य मंगल विग्रह ब्रह्म विष्णु रुद्र ईश्वर सदाशिव नाद बिंदु कला शक्ति नवतत्वात्मक पुंडरीक पुरमध्य विराजमान चिसुदाकांत शिवकाम सुंदर मनोहर सदाशिव परब्रह्मणे नमः. Same thing slowly. Srimat Simhasanarudha Maharaja Rajeshwara Ramana Leelayutah Mahakailasavasa Pancha Upanishatmaya Divya Mangala Vigraha Brahma Vishnu Rudra Ishwara Sadashiva Nada Bindu Kala Shakti Navatatvatmaka Pundarika Puramadhi Virajamana Chitsudakanta Shivakama Sundara Manohara Sadashiva Parabrahmane Namaha. Tomorrow we will do Chandrasekhara Ashtakam. If the time is there, Vishwanatha Ashtakam. Thank you for the wonderful day. Om Bhurbo Swahad Bhargo Devasadiya Pranaya Panaya Vyanaya Udanaya Samanaya Brahmane Brahman Brahmavir Brahmavatena Gantavannam Chaturvidam Swadu Naivedyam Pratigruhyatam Shalyannam Payasadini Naivedyam Brahma. ओम भूर्मध्य प्रदपानि उत्तराभोष्णम हस्तपाद प्रक्षाणाचमतांबुल नीराजनान् दर्शयामि. ओम नीलमेघ श्याम कृष्ण नित्यगन्मोहन कृष्ण बाल गोपाल कृष्ण मंगल वेणुगान वेदांत वेद नवनीत चोर कृष्ण भक्तजना धारा परमदया वार्ति मुक्ति संदाय कृष्ण मूर्ति मंगलम गीतामृतदात. पार्थ सारद्रूप कृष्ण सर्वमंगलम राम सर्वमंगलम सद्गुरु सर्वमंगलम ओम न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चंद्रतारकन्यमा विदितो भान्ति तमेव भान्तमर्भान् सर्वस्य नारायणाविद्मेव तन्नो विष्णुदास नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्यां प्रदाय मध्यम मंगलं गुरुदेव मने गुणां सर्वज्ञ ब्रह्मलोकादाशेष तेरि मे गुरु पूर्ववाक्य प्रमाण व्याख्यातः ओम व्यासा विष्णुपाय व्यासरूपाय योगींद्राय नमस्ते यज्ञ सतो रामचरितामृतम बोल श्री सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान की जय श्री राधावर कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय श्री उमावर चंद्रचूड़ भगवान की जय श्री परब्रह्म परमात्मा की जय बोल श्री श्रुति माता की जय श्री रामायण महाभारत भागवत उपनिषद गीता ब्रह्मसूत्र योग वासिष्ठ पातंजलि योग सूत्र अध्यात्म रामायण शिवपुराण सूत संहिता समस्त सनातन धर्म वैदिक संस्कृति श्रुति स्मृति पुराण इतिहास शास्त्र की जय श्री वेद व्यास शुकदेव सूतादि भागवताचार्य की जय श्री वेद व्यास वैशंपायन आज्ञवल्क्य शंकरादि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्य की जय श्री वेद व्यास विश्वामित्र वशिष्ठ वाल्मीकि तुलसीदास श्री रामायणाचार्य की जय श्री हिरण्यगर्भ कपिला पतंजलि वेद व्यास आदि समस्त योग विद्याचार्य की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुदेव भगवान की जय आज के आनंद की जय हर हर नमः पार्वती पतये हर हर महादेव हर सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तनम गोविंद गोविंद जानकी जीवन स्मरण जय जय राम राम अम्बे अम्बे आदि पराशक्ति माता की जय बोलो भाई समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासु मंडल की जय थैंक यू It was a good day by God's grace. We will make every day good by our efforts also. Thank you, friends, one and all, whoever have come. Om Sri Ramaya. Celebrations to Rama. Thank you. See you with beautiful topics tomorrow.